Hey y'all, welcome to Bushcraft Wednesday. I'm Madden from Self-Reliance Publishing, and today we're going to take a break from talking about primitive weapons and cover the basics of starting a fire. Firecraft is one of the most important subsets of bushcraft. We can use fire to maintain our core temperature, keep us warm, purify water, cook food, and keep our spirits up. So it's very important that we master firecraft for all those reasons. Today we're going to cover just the basics of starting a fire. There's 3 ingredients to fire. It's called the triangle of fire, and that's oxygen, fuel, and heat. You need all 3 of those in a continuous chain reaction and you have fire. And you can manipulate that fire by manipulating those individual components. If your fire is weak and dying out, sometimes all you have to do is blow on it, wave some air on it, fan it, and that'll give it the oxygen that it needs if it's starved of oxygen. If you're running out of fuel, you add fuel, give it more life. If you want to put it out, you can put it out by dousing it with water to take the heat and the oxygen away, or smother it with dirt or something of that nature. So if you understand those 3 components and how you can sort of manipulate them, you can have better control over your fire. There are 3 basic things that we need to start fire. That's going to be tinder, kindling, and fuel. Your tinder is going to be your combustible material like fat wood or your bird's nest or whatever you're using to start that fire, as well as little twigs up to about a pencil size in diameter. Kindling is your next step up, and those are going to be twigs from say a pencil size to slightly bigger up to about the size of your thumb. And fuel starts to be once you get up to about the size of your thumb. And we're going to start our fire lay by creating a teepee of sorts. This is not a very neat teepee, and it doesn't have to be. It might look more like a pile of sticks to you, and that's sort of what it is. But we're going to create that with our smallest of twigs. And then we're going to pile our kindling on top of that. And we're kind of going around in somewhat of a teepee shape, leaving one side open that we're going to put our tinder ball in once we have ignited it. So that's good there. And I'm going to hold off on this fuel that we have until we get this ignited. Now what I'm going to be using for tinder today is fat wood, and I'll come a little bit closer and show you. Okay, fat wood is this piece right here, and it's a piece of wood that's taken from pine trees, and cedar trees can do it sometimes, and you take it from dead trees that have fallen over most of the time. And it's got a lot of resin in it that's hardened. And the way I use this is take this piece of fat wood and the back edge of my knife, and I just kind of scrape little shavings off of it, just like so. And you don't need much. You really only need about the size of a coin. I'll show you what I have here. And if anything, this is probably a little bit too much. And I'm going to take my ferro rod and strike it. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. And once it gets going, shove it in to your fire lay and get it going. And once you got it going, you can push this down a little bit and put the fuel over the source of the flames. Once we've got it here, we can start putting some of these fuel sticks on. And at this point, we have a self-sustaining fire. Well, I hope you found that helpful. As always, I appreciate every like, every comment, and every subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.